Reactive Training Systems.
One of the lifters that I work with is an emergency room physician. I've worked with him for a number of years. As you can imagine, anybody who is an emergency room physician is going to have a fairly hectic schedule when it comes to his work. Never mind the fact that he's got other things going on in his life besides work and training. It does present some difficulties when it comes to scheduling his training throughout the week. Some shifts at work are much harder than others, and it necessitates some flexibility when it comes to the training week. So long ago, we've switched him over to what we call a flex template. A flex template means that we attach priorities to the work that's scheduled for the week, and there's several different ways that we can do it. We can attach priorities to the workouts, or we can attach priorities to the exercise and movements themselves. And what that allows him to do is to shift around his training so that he executes the most important training sessions when his performance is expected to be the best, and he executes the other stuff, the lower priority work, if his performance is not expected to be that well. Also, it has the benefit of, should he have a particularly busy week and he's going to have to miss something in terms of his training, we can ensure that that's the lowest priority work and it will have the lowest overall impact on his results. So the flex template has been something that's extremely valuable. It has helped us with, obviously this client who's an emergency room physician, but also regular people who just have a need for adapting to a busy schedule, things of that nature. I've used a flex template from time to time in my own training, so it's a very valuable and useful tool. It also happens to be one of the components that we teach in a bit more detail in the Classroom Microcycles course. This course is going on starting January 12th of this year, and it's going to go for 3 months. It's got 10 lessons, and we cover all sorts of stuff. Like, we cover training principles, we cover exercise selection, we cover template design, which this flex template thing would be a part of. And the overall intent for the entire class is to get you to develop and execute really great training microcycles. The training microcycle is the total building block on which the rest of your training springs forward. So if you can develop and execute a really great training microcycle, then the rest of it it enables you to do better throughout the rest of your training. It's not that it makes it better or worse, but the best periodization scheme doesn't even matter that much if you don't have really great execution in your training microcycles. And if we go back to the example that we were just talking about with my client who is using this flex template, if we didn't have a flex template in place, if we just had a rigid template structure that was kind of our best guess, it doesn't matter how great the overall structure is. We're missing out on something essential because the training microcycle is not designed as well as it could be. So he's going to have training sessions that are just not that good, and we don't adapt to it because we're just not trying. It would be a lack of knowledge in that case. But fortunately, we are aware that flex templates are a thing, and that how to use them, and that he's a good candidate for them, and so on and so on. So he's got them in place, and it's actually been extremely productive for his training, even to the point of taking some runs at some world records. So I highly encourage you, if learning about training, if improving your own training is a big priority for you, check out Classroom Microcycles. We'll put a link in the description so that you can see a full lesson list and things like that. So check it out, check out some details, and let me know if you have any questions about it. I'd be happy to answer those for you. So thanks for watching.
Reactive training systems.